Hi, welcome to Old Dog New Tricks. This is the first episode in a series of videos and podcasts that I'll be doing on the world of online selling. To keep things simple, I'll be focusing on setting up as an Amazon seller. But most of what you'll learn here will also apply to things like eBay, your other local e-shopping platforms, and also setting up a standalone online shopping solution using platforms like Shopify. Although I've broken it down into 6 parts, it isn't my intention to give you a full, deep, in-depth explanation of how everything works. There are plenty of specialists on the web that can do a far better job of the specifics. My aim is to look at the big picture and try and demystify the steps that you'll need to take to move forward in a way that means you won't be making big mistakes that'll cost you a lot of money. These general principles will apply whether you're starting an e-store from scratch or whether you want to use online selling to boost your current traditional bricks and mortar sales effort for some existing products you already have. I've done a deep dive into the world of e-tailing to try and make it easier to understand. And I've found that there are some recurring themes from experienced online sellers. So let's have a look at some big learnings from some people who've done it all already. First, and most important, you will make mistakes when you start selling online, just like with anything new that you start in life. For people thinking about selling online, there's good news and there's not so good news. The good news is that selling online can generally be a safer bet for making money versus a physical store, because you don't have to bear the traditional bricks and mortar upfront costs of renting premises, then fitting out the store, doing lots and lots of ongoing local area marketing, and having lots of sales and support staff to wrangle every day. And you don't have to get in the car every day to drive down and manage a physical shop or store location. So that's all good stuff. The other good news is that online platforms like Amazon really open you up to a truly global audience. For example, I'm based in Australia and Amazon's tiny here compared to the rest of the world. So I can use Amazon to focus on the 25 million people in my local market of Australia, but there's absolutely nothing stopping me from becoming an Amazon seller and just targeting their massive user base of over 300 million people in the USA. It really makes no difference. And unless I'm making my products here locally, I don't even have to ship my products from my home country to the USA. I can source products directly from any country around the planet, that could be China or Estonia or Thailand, and then have that supplier send the product directly to Amazon's warehouse in the USA for distribution there. In fact, the most successful Amazon sellers never ever see the products they're selling, unless it's a production sample for approval before they build and ship. So e-tailing has lots of upsides. But then there's the bad news. But it's not really bad news, because what you're going to have to do is just go through the same learning curve that you would go through if you were just setting up a normal bricks and mortar store on any high street. E-tailing, just like traditional retailing, is lots of work, and it's unlikely that you'll get uber rich overnight, even if you're targeting a big global audience of shoppers with your products. Like most things in life, selling stuff online isn't a guarantee that you'll spend your life with a laptop at the pool bar of a resort in a tropical country selling products globally while you sip on a pina colada and chill out. And it can be like that, but you have to do some hard work at first. Most of the things you see about online shopping on the internet talk about the holy grail of running online stores, and that's called passive income. And this means that your online store reaches a level of automation and that you've built such a great set of selling skills where the store almost runs itself and the revenue just rolls in 365 days a year. You still have to go through a significant learning curve. You will make mistakes, but you will also have big wins. So you really need to plan out things like your pricing strategy, how and what you're going to select for the sorts of products that you sell online. Really work out what your profit margins will be to make sure that they're acceptable to give you the revenue that you're looking for. What your marketing strategies are going to be to get the word out about the products that you've got available for sale. And of course, you have to allow for things like taxes and selling fees, because they can really have a big impact on the profit margin that you get at the end of the day. My take on e-tailing is that it's a bit like horse racing or real estate or day trading in shares. The people that win are the ones that put the hours into studying the market, building their knowledge, and then testing and trying different buying and selling strategies. And over a period of time, they become really good at it. And they'll succeed against the others who are relying more on just chance and luck. Malcolm Gladwell's theory of 10,000 hours of work still applies in the online retail space. And with online selling, you definitely don't want to be doing it like a punter who bets on horses based on just hunches. You need to understand the field before you bet. And the best way of doing that is by placing a bunch of small, manageable bets so you can learn how it works, rather than risking everything on a first big plunge into the market. I've heard about people taking on big loans to fund setting up a big online store from the get-go. But that can be a recipe for disaster too. Your first forays into online selling should be for hundreds of dollars, not for tens of thousands of dollars. And then you can scale up as your selling and online sourcing skills really start to lift. As I said earlier, you will make mistakes. Your pricing will be wrong, suppliers will let you down, products won't sell as well as expected, and competitors will take your sales and you'll get hit with unexpected cost. So the important thing at the outset is to make those mistakes with small amounts of money rather than betting the farm at the beginning. Start small and build it up. And I'll talk more about this in the next episode, where I talk about the difference between setting up a standalone online selling operation versus using a marketplace platform like Amazon or eBay. I'll be posting lots of new information over the coming weeks, so make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel or my podcast so you can keep up to date. I'll see you next time.